Hello and welcome to this edition of Level Up. I'm Tim Morgan, here to give you my opinion on games. With the recent clearance and closure sales of many game and game station stores, I've been working through a stack of games I managed to pick up. So here's a quick rundown of some of the games I've been playing. First up, Dark Void, which I picked up for 99p. Dark Void is a mixture of ground combat and aerial assaults. It's set on the verge of World War II, but with a race of aliens helping the Nazis. You play the part of pilot Will Gray, who finds himself in the middle of the conflict. You start off with ground-based combat and get a basic jetpack that allows you to hover and eventually full flight. You get to change from ground to aerial attacks, and there are some good moments. Some sections involve vertical combat going up or down. There are also some quick time events for bosses and hijacking UFOs. Despite a good control system and good gameplay, Dark Void doesn't quite live up to its potential, with nothing to offer but a short campaign and a lot of repetition. There could quite easily be challenges, score attack modes, or online multiplayer, but sadly no. But for 99p I can't complain. So if you come across a copy of Dark Void, it may be worth picking up. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's an okay game, but it's not a blockbuster hit. Next up, Too Human. Set around Norse gods, the likes of Loki, Odin and Thor, but with futuristic cybernetic implants and weapons. The world of the game has a nice feel to it, mixing technology with mythology. You fight goblins, elves and trolls that are all robots. You have melee weapons, swords, spears, hammers, and range weapons like pistols, lasers and cannons. You level up your character, choosing what skill to increase. And there are absolutely loads of weapons and armour, not to mention charms, runes. You can also deploy robot spiders, power up with battle cries, and radial attacks. For a hack and slash shoot 'em up, it's pretty good. Again, this game is rather short, but you can play through a few times to fully level up your character. Again, it's a bit repetitive, but there are sections in Midgard and cyberspace, accessed from wells where you enter a forest. This is a parallel world where what you would do in the forest affects things in the real world, such as knocking down trees that then open a gate the other side. All in all, Too Human was pretty good, and for $1.99 it was a bargain, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Next, Red Faction Guerilla. This game has a very GTA feel to it, getting into vehicles and finding side missions or primary objectives from the map, clearing all the missions in the area and moving on to the next. You get alerts for some missions, which is actually a bit annoying. You'll be in the middle of something and then you get asked to help out with something else. The plot is straightforward enough. You're helping a resistance force liberate Mars, so the missions all revolve around the resistance. The main feature of Red Faction is the destruction of structures, where you can hammer to pieces, blow up, or plough through in a truck. All good fun, but it seems to be the premise for almost every mission. Destroying this building will weaken their defences. Destroy all their communication towers. Destroying this building will really piss them off. It's a fun game, easy to get into and quite open. You can choose what order to do missions in, and it has large maps. And again, only $1.99 for this title, so some good finds. I'm going to give Red Faction Guerilla an 8 out of 10. And finally, Stranglehold. Stranglehold looked interesting, and if you describe it, it sounds really good. When you dive, you enter bullet time and rack up style points for flashy kills. These points increase your skill meter and allow you to perform other moves, like health recovery or precision shot. Some levels involve different objectives, like finding items or destroying structures before you progress, so it's not just a case of walk forward and shoot stuff. You also get some quick time events. The game has a half-decent story with cutscenes involving 2 rival drug cartels and a cop caught in between, trying to bring it all down. All sounds good, right? Well, the problem I have with this game is that it's actually very dull to play. Rather than cover-based shootouts, you're constantly jumping around doing bullet time. And because you're constantly using it, bullet time doesn't seem like anything special. To be honest, I lost interest in this game pretty quickly, but it was only 99p. I'm going to give Stranglehold a 5 out of 10. It's got some good ideas in there, they're just not very well executed. In the last level up, I asked you what your thoughts were on the closure of these game and game station stores and what that's going to mean for the future of game retail. Well, most of us agree that with the option to download things online, there's less of a need to go out and get a physical copy of the game. Despite this, we'd still all like to own an actual disc. But with sites like Amazon and Play, there's less of a need to go out to the shops. Without anything unique to offer, there's less of a need to go to the shops to buy any games, other than browsing for cheap games in sales. So we'll have to see what the future holds. Today's common question is, what games are you playing now? I'm currently playing through Halo 4 and WWE 13. And be sure to check out Chris's new channel, C2K. Chris played through Golden Axe, Streets of Rage and Kill Team with me on Insert Coin, and has been working on another game playthrough with me. Chris's channel will feature some other game videos, including some achievement guides, so be sure to check it out and subscribe. Well, thanks for watching this edition of Level Up. I'm Tim Morgan, and this level's complete.